All right, we're going to work our way up the body, and we'll start with how we do different poses that involve the knees. This is an easy and comfortable pose to do, but I think it could be done better. Having that knee aimed at the camera is not the most flattering to a leg. Generally, we want to have legs going out longer sideways for girls. So I turned her sideways, and that produced a less stubby look to the leg. This is one of those poses that you just have to try, and if it works for them physically, then go for it. But it won't work for everyone depending on how thin they are and how limber they are. This is a very easy and natural pose for guys. It's not something I do very often because I'm always finding that I have other poses that I can do with other stuff. So I don't generally have to have them sit on the ground to do that pose. But this kind of thing works in a family portrait, inside or outside the studio. And as I said before, there are exceptions. You don't always have to make a girl look soft and feminine. Sometimes a little stronger look is fine. In this case, I'm not entirely happy with this for several reasons. The knee is up and it's not the most flattering or ladylike for a girl. Plus her hand is backwards to the camera, and I'll be talking about that later. So what I prefer to do is to have them bend the knee forward toward the camera. That just brings it down and it's a little more gentle rather than knee straight up in the air. Or if you're not comfortable with that pose, you can just have them bend the knee down. In the previous examples, we had the far knee up in the air. And that can work, but it's a little safer for girls, I think a little more ladylike to have the front knee bent rather than the rear knee. And that's what I had to do here because she had such a short skirt on. So another thing we can do with knees is to bring them both up, and in this case I kept the knees and legs together. For this one I instructed her to keep her knees together but her feet apart. And that produces kind of a fun and funky look. Along with that concept of knees together, feet apart, I went with a wide-angle lens and had her poke her foot out farther just for a little bit more crazy look. This and the last photograph featured knees together but one higher than the other. And I like to do that just again for an offset kind of feeling.